Hey everyone, this is Renee Frey from TalentQ, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. More people than ever want to be happy in their career and personal life, but they're going about it all wrong. I'm here to set the record straight and emphasize the importance of prioritizing your mindset. I'm thrilled you're here. Today, I want to talk about breaking through your limitations. If you're not where you want to be in life or your career, guess what? It's because something's holding you back. How do we kick down the door and make a breakthrough to get on the path that we want to go? This is the exact episode you'll need to listen to that will help you rip through the barrier and get you on the other side of where you're headed. I am thrilled you're here with me today. If you're new to me or the Conscious Professional Podcast, I'd like to welcome you with open arms. You are on your way to learning mindset hacks and things that will make you see things differently. Stuff that will elevate and transform your life. If you've been listening to me for a while, I'm grateful for your loyalty and I'm so glad you're back. All right, we're getting interactive today. So I'd like everyone to pick up your cell phone, if you're not driving, of course. Everyone pick up your cell phones and I want you to open the camera app and hold it up like you're going to take a selfie of yourself. You're looking at your beautiful self on your phone. Today, we're using it as a mirror. See that reflection? That is your biggest obstacle. It's not your boss. It's not your bank account or your busy schedule. It's you. And not in a blame or shame way, but in a power reclaiming way. Because more often than not, it's fear, self-doubt, overthinking that are keeping you stuck exactly where you are. But here's the thing. Those thoughts are just stories you've been telling yourself. Thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you anymore. The word belief has the word lie right inside of it. Wild, right? That's because many of your beliefs, especially the ones holding you back, aren't even yours. They were passed down, picked up, or pieced together through hard moments. These are all just lies you're telling yourself. These limitations. Thoughts aren't truth. They're habits. And you can change your habits. How you see anything determines what's possible for you. And you can change how you see things. Your thoughts are merely illusions. What's real is your ability to think. Let go of those negative thoughts. Let them pass on by and think new thoughts about your situation. All right, you can put your phones down now. How did that exercise make you feel? Have you been blaming others for your progress or blaming something for not being where you want to be in life? You're not alone. It's tough to look at the truth and admit we are our own biggest obstacles. But guess what? Today is a fresh slate, a new start filled with endless possibilities. You can make a decision to change right now. So if you're with me, let's go. In life, I've seen 5 common obstacles that we allow to get in the way of getting what we want. And the 5 things are money, time, ability, confusion, and fear. I'm sure as I read those, you may have felt an emotion pop up around one or a few of them. Which are the ones that stand out to you and cause you to pause? Or ones that you think are keeping you right where you're at? Really think about that for a minute. Which of the 5? Money, time, ability, confusion, and fear. Which one is it? I'll dive into the 5 and share more detail and shed some light on each one and different ways you can think about the obstacles that are holding you back. So you can think about it differently, be able to make some progress to move forward toward what you want. You ready? Let's do this. So the first one is money. A lot of people think they can't afford to spend money. And if you're in the worst financial situation you can imagine right now, even if you don't have the resources, I'll show you why it's more important to be resourceful. So if you think your current financial situation puts you in a position that prevents moving forward with something in your life today, I urge you to think again. I want you to change it to I can't afford it to how can I afford it? If your daughter needed new dance shoes and money was tight, I know you'd find a way to get her those dance shoes, right? When you want something, act like your life depends on it. You will pull out then all the resources and make it happen when you think your life depends on it. And your life does depend on it because you never want to let your daughter down, right? Right. Next up is time. To me, this is a huge challenge for so many people. Now, my time on this earth has taught me that people are good at making excuses. And I understand that if you find yourself most likely in a situation like today where time is of a premium, in fact, the less time you have, usually when you make time for something you truly want, it will actually give you more free time than you've had in a long time. When my husband and I were wrapping up our annual fitness challenge last December in 2024, we wanted to win. So we were giving it our all. You know what that meant? Adding in another strength training session each day, 6 days a week. So we were going to have to do double days. At first, as I looked at it, I thought to myself, there is no effing way I can fit that in. I already get up at 5:30 in the morning. I work out at the gym in the morning. Then I go to the office. I run a business. I have a team. I'm an Uber dance mom for my youngest. I go to bed around 9:30. I'm like, when am I going to fit this in? It actually felt impossible to me. Then there's my husband. You got to fit it in if you want a shot at winning this thing, Renee. Okay. So we both fit it in the evenings. Most of the time it was around 7 p.m. One time we wrapped up at like 9 p.m. due to kid stuff. But for 4 straight months, we did double days. And the craziest thing happened. I felt like I had more time in my day. Isn't that something? I had to cut out any fluff. So I was hyper focused to make it happen. And now I felt like I had more time in my day. It was unreal. Another way you can handle the time factor is, isn't it true that we all have the same 24 hours in a day and the same 7 days in a week? It's not so much how much time you have, it's what you do with the time you have. So I want you to, in your mind, or if you have a piece of paper, if you're not driving, make a list of all the stuff you do on a day-to-day basis. Write it all down. Make a list from most important to least important. Now, be 100% honest with yourself. I know there's something you're doing right now that doesn't serve you. I want you to find that thing that you're spending your time on right now that's not serving you. And I want you to cross it off your list, and in its place, write the activity that's going to get you closer to your goal. Congratulations, I have now given you time to get a go at this. The third one is ability. You may be thinking, Renee, what if I'm just not up to the task, technically speaking? What if no matter how hard I try, it's too hard for me to learn what I need to learn to get where I want to go? I get it. But the thing to remember about is If only Egg had succeeded, then all the PhDs in the world would have all the success, which is not the case. Simply ask yourself, do I feel like I could do this? At one point in time, you couldn't walk, you couldn't talk, and you couldn't even go to the bathroom by yourself. But you learned, and why? Because you wanted to. Well, getting what you want in life is a lot easier than all that other stuff. Are these people who are successful gifted with ability and talent, or was it more in a process? Here's the hint. It's more in the process. All you need to do is keep taking action towards what you want. That's it. I know it sounds super simple. That's what successful people do. Number 4 is confusion. I'm sure you're being pulled in 1,000 different ways by 1,000 different ways on how to move forward. And on the surface, a lot of them probably look pretty good. And a few of them might even have substance. Plus, you're probably thinking, where do I even start? Can I do it? Or can I do it? If it were clear, you might already be doing it and well on your way to your preferred path. I want you to push the pause button on confusion for a second and just think, what is one teeny step I can take right now to move me closer towards my goal? That's it. Once you do that, you'll begin to see the next step and the next one and the next one. They will all come to you. Number 5 is fear. This one is probably the biggest of all, whether you realize it or not. I can help you with the other 4, but I need you to help me with this one. I get it. It's always scary to go out of your comfort zone. And the easiest thing you can do is to do what you've always done. But you and I know that if you do what you've always done, you're only going to get the same crap you've always gotten. And we both agree that's not good enough. You want something more. And I also know you're worried. What if I screw up? What if I make a mistake? What if I do something wrong? Newsflash, you will screw up. You will make mistakes. You will do something wrong. Give yourself some grace. I'm not asking you to set aside your fear. I'm asking you, though, to make your why you want it, bigger than your fear. Why do you deserve having what you want in life? It's owed to everyone on this earth, yet so very few actually realize. I want you to declare to me right now that fear isn't going to keep you stuck. Declare it for me and shout it out loud. Fear won't keep me stuck. Yes, I love it. Now, I was on a call with one of my coaches on Wednesday, and he ran through a set of questions and statements, and we had to reframe them. And I actually had an epiphany and used one of them last night. So I wanted to share this with all of you because I think you can really benefit from it in your lives too. So if you're not driving, pause this and grab a paper and a pen and then come right back. So my coach ran through disempowering statements and then had me reframe it to empowering ones. I'm going to share all the ones that I came up with so you can have examples if you have a hard time thinking of something right now. So the first one I want you to write down is, I can't do this. Write down, I can't do this. Now, right below that statement on your paper, I want you to write down an empowering statement you can use instead of that one. So what I wrote was, I can, exclamation point. The next one is, I'm afraid of making a mistake. So write down, I'm afraid of making a mistake. Next, write down your empowering statement to replace that one. If you need to pause as we go, go ahead. What I wrote is, I will learn. The next one is, this is too hard. Write down, this is too hard. Now write your empowering statement for, this is too hard. My example is, what would it look like if it were easy? The next one, I give up. Write down, I give up. Now create an empowering statement to combat, I give up. What I wrote was, take another step. Next one is, I don't know how. Write down, I don't know how, and write your empowering statement. I wrote, I can learn. Next up, write down, I am not good at this. Write down, I am not good at this. Now come up with an empowering statement to that. I wrote, get scrappy. Write down, they are better at it than I am. Now write your empowering statement to that. I wrote, there's only one me. Now, what was super cool with this is last night I was struggling. I was on the struggle bus. I have coaching programs to help job seekers find a job that makes them happy. And recently, people haven't been purchasing it as much as they had been. So I've sent out surveys to try to gain an understanding as to what was going on. I want to have the best, most accessible program so I can help as many people as possible. Because my whole life's mission has been to help people land jobs that make them happy. I have worked behind the scenes, hiring for companies all over the nation, so I know exactly what it takes to stand out and be the person everyone wants to hire. And what I discovered is people would prefer a monthly subscription versus a larger one-time payment option. So I went to change my website, my offers, etc. Well, I used to know how to do ClickFunnels, but we had changed to Kajabi, and my previous employee had set up everything in Kajabi. So, what was the first statement? I don't know how. And then I immediately said, I can learn. So then I went on a mission. I dove into my Kajabi account. I looked at everything. I was figuring it out on my own. I was Googling stuff. And all of that, I updated my website. I updated the 2 offers. Now I have an essential offer and a premier offer. I figured everything out. And after that, I sat down and I was so proud of myself. How timely. I had the session with my coach and I used one of those empowering statements to move me forward and my business forward yesterday. What an incredible feeling. So I want you to refer back to this list when you say one of those negative statements and reframe it to the empowering statement, and it'll help get you unstuck and help you move forward. So the key points from today's episode are, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of them. You can shift your mindset anytime. The 5 obstacles, money, time, ability, confusion, and fear, are illusions when reframed. Empowering self-talk is the key to moving forward. Rewrite your internal script one thought at a time. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode with someone you love and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help grow our community of conscious professionals. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please hit the follow button so we can grow our community. See you next week. Cheers, everybody.